Every day we transition from resting to our active daily lives. And with that, we are asked to accept changes. And many of those changes we can control, and many of those changes we cannot. So for today's morning practice, I'm inviting you to set an intention. Set an intention for how you'd like to receive change and how you're going to show up and meet the moment of every day. Let's begin. Let's begin in tabletop position. Come into a neutral spine and begin to rock from side to side and forward and back in whatever way feels good for you, for your body right now. We just want to warm up the joints before we get into the deeper parts of our practice. Center yourself in the mat and press into the heels of your hand, sending your hips backward. We're gonna crawl through, pressing our chest forward. Maybe our hips are lifting up, and we're going to come into some spinal waves. And I want you to take your time and feel your body moving through space, and pay special attention on any areas that need to move and need to expand, and give that space to your body right now. It doesn't matter what it looks like, it just matters what it feels like. Let's reverse direction. Now we're gonna go forward, pressing back, extending through. And just allow your body to find some movement in the joints. Let everything kind of flow. Come back into neutral spine. Curl your toes under, extend through the back legs, down dog. Breathe here. Start to pedal your right and left foot. So we're gonna pedal through and start to wake up your muscles in your legs. Extend your left leg and bring your right foot to the back of your calf and kind of rub through. We're going to give a little bit of a calf massage here. You might find a little openness once we've done this. Extend your right foot back, bring it forward into lizard lunge. Sweep your right arm open and gaze at your fingertips. Think of expanding your chest and expanding yourself in space. Swing your arm up and overhead into our crescent lunge. Lean back. Press your arms open into cactus arms, creating space in your chest and shining your heart forward. Arms back up. Maybe you sink a little deeper. Press your arms open to cactus, and one more time back up and down, pressing in through your shoulder blades into cactus. Bring your arms back up, hands to heart center, prayer position, and press up into warrior three. Breathe here. Notice the wobbling and the stabilizing that your foot is doing to keep your body here. We're gonna do a couple of curtsies. I want you to bring your left leg behind your left knee and squat into it. We'll do that 2 more times. Just take a few curtsy squats. Warm up the glutes. And our last one, bring your left foot down to meet your right. Sweep your arms overhead for chair pose. Bring your hands into prayer position to your side. And we're gonna go into a chair twist. So take your left elbow and press it into your right knee and lengthen your spine. Good. Bring your hands in front of you. Come directly into a forward fold. Pedal your knees out, alternating between the right and the left. Good. Sweep your arms up overhead. Prayer hands to heart. And come into mountain pose. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up. Press into the palms and take big step back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward dog. And down dog. And breathe. Here in this down dog, we're gonna take the moment to go ahead and give our right calf some love. Take your left leg and rub through, massaging your calf. Extend your left leg behind you. Bring it up forward for lizard lunge. Open up. Lift your left arm over your head and gaze at your fingertips. Spiral your arm forward and come into crescent lunge. Open, press open to cactus arms and press back up to crescent. Let's do that once. And one more time for our 3. Arms back up, prayer hands to heart, and pop up into warrior 3. Feel all the muscles in your leg activating and turning on to help you maintain balance and flow in life. Great. Bring your right leg behind your left into our curtsy lunge. Bringing it out once, twice, and 3 times. Place your foot down, come into chair pose. Bring your hands, prayer hands to heart, right elbow to left knee, and extend through the spine. Good. Come into our forward fold. And again, you can pedal through your hamstrings. I'm gonna also create a little bit more space here. Maybe keep my feet hip distance apart. And I want you to bend into your left leg and straighten your right. Place your left hand in between your feet and open up to a side stretch. Gaze at your right fingertips and then alternate sides. Come in, take your thumbs and press them into the creases of your elbow, creating a little weight. Bend your knees and forward fold. Let your head dangle. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Or roll it around. You can also swing your arms and your head from side to side, releasing tension in your back. Come to stillness, inhale. arms overhead. We're gonna come and take our vinyasa. Arms to the side, mountain pose. Lift up, fold forward. Gaze forward and take your step back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Pop up to up dog. Curl your toes under and to down dog. Beautiful. Come down to your knees and press back into child's pose. You can, like you to widen your child's pose so that your knees are nice and wide, and sink back in. And bring your forehead to your mat. Make this a more active pose by tenting your fingers, or you can keep it where it is, depending on your vibe this morning. You should feel a nice stretch in your shoulders either way. Waking up that back body, getting you prepared to meet whatever the day has in store for you. Lift up and walk your hands over to the right side. Cross your left hand over your right and rest your forehead between the crease of your arm. Try to anchor your left hip down so you can really accentuate that side stretch. And walk your hands back through center and over to the left, crossing the right over the left and sinking in. Walk back to center. And we're gonna come up. Tuck your toes under. And take your right hand. We're gonna sweep all the space around us all the way up into a camel sweep up. Sweep your hips up. Gaze at your fingertips. And then we're gonna spiral all the way back down. Press your hips back and drag your fingertips across. When you get to the other side, you should have your left hand following with you. Gaze at your fingertips. We're gonna do that a few cycles. And this is our last one. Last one on the left. Ooh. And last one on the right side. Come through with grace or passion or whatever you intended today. Drop your hand. You can extend through your feet and come into the full expression of camel pose. Bring your chin to chest, sink your hips back, walk your hands forward, back into child's pose. And breathe. Lift up and come to your seat. You might want to scoot up a little bit for this, depending on where you landed on your mat. I always tend to drift. And I want you to bring the soles of your feet together and create a little basket. Hold the edges of your feet. And butterfly your knees up and down. I always say, focus on the down and let it pop back up. We're gonna work against gravity, find a little bit more openness in the hips. And then come to stillness. Use your hands to help you come back, lean back into your body, keeping your cobbler's pose or Baddha Konasana, legs and feet in the same position. And breathe. Bring your knees together so that you're in bridge pose, and press up into your hips, and you can clasp your hands or you can simply have them to your side, whatever feels good. And sink your hips back down. Take your right foot, cross it over your leg, and we're gonna come into my favorite spinal twist, my reclining pigeon spinal twist. And extend your right hand out into space and gaze at your fingertips. And just breathe. Think of sinking your right shoulder into the mat. And surrendering to the earth beneath you. And surrendering to change and transition. Inhale, pop back up, and we're gonna switch sides. Take that left foot, place it over your right knee, and let it drop to the side while you extend and reach through your left arm. And gaze at your fingertips. Use your drishti to guide you in the direction that you want to go. Think of drishti as your vision. What do you envision? Where do you envision your body? Inhale, come to center. Exhale, release. Drop your right leg down and open. Release it. Place your palm on your thigh and release your entire leg from effort. And notice the difference between the left and the right. You might feel the sensation of utter relaxation on one side and then the other, still putting in effort. Take your left hand and release your left leg down. And soften your muscles, soften your bones, soften your joints, and allow everything in your legs to surrender into the mat. Inhale and take some cleansing breaths. And soften the corners of your mind and allow your intention to hover just above you. Whether it was grace or passion or acceptance or with gratitude, whatever your intention for this practice, whatever your intention for this day, let it to continue to guide you through all that you do this day. You can stay in Shavasana for as long as you'd like. When you're ready to come out, take your left leg, press over into your right side body. And allow yourself to gently re-enter, reclaim, and be present in space and into your environment. Blink your eyes open And press up into a seated position. Thank you for joining me in this practice today. I hope that you're able to carry your intention with you through all of the transitions that you'll face today and in life. Peace and love.